What do you think is the relationship between success and fame? Are they two different things?
Oh, hugely.
Let me preface it why I'm asking that. You are, by all definitions, a tremendously successful comic, right? I mean, your stuff is everywhere, and you rack up millions of views, and you've been on every possible network you could be on, and everybody.
Well, I've never done these shows, the Tonight Show and the Letterman Show.
Okay.
When that was
Those
out.
are the two.
Those were the ones. You
Yeah.
know? And basically, when I got into 1978 is when I started, and I was working for a jewelry company making $300 a week. So that was my goal. If I can make $300 a week telling jokes, and then I made it.
Right.
That was it. So, and then you get to 500 and 750 and 1,000, 1,200. I don't know what number it was, maybe 2,500. Money wasn't going to make me happy, and fame never really. I don't know if it was my lack of esteem, but I thought it was for other people, like Cosby. Cosby was always my gate. That I could tell a story as well as him. So really, what it came down to, I think. I did a show with Jerry Seinfeld before the series. He was well known, but wasn't really famous. He was just breaking, and we were waiting for our checks, and we're talking for about an hour, and I was newly sober and talking to him about I need to do this, I need to do that, I got to get a Letterman spot, I got to get Anyway, after about 45 minutes, he says, "Can I say something?" I go, "Yeah, please." He goes, "And all your complaints." And he goes, "I've been a lot of them." I never heard you complain how hard you work on your craft, your act. And he said, "It's a small industry, it really is. You get good at what you do, word travels." And he goes, "I've never looked for work, ever. Work has come to me." And I thought, wow, and I'd like to tell you I went home that night, but I never forgot that. That was one of those things you hear in life that I call seeds. They're seeds. But there's a profound truth to that. If you just get good at what you do, in anything, everything else will come. Whether it's success, money.
So would that be your advice to young comics now? Because what the internet has done in a lot of ways is it's empowered creatives of all kind.
Absolutely.
To go out and create their own channel.
Changed my life.
Their own channel, right? And create their own fanfare and cut out a lot of the excess around whatever industry they might happen to be in. So do you think it's important for young comics to focus on things like career advancement and keep track of the influence tabs and all those things? Or do you say, get good at your craft, hone it, and everything else will follow?
I'm not the guy to ask about. I hired somebody to do my social media. I could do my career over. He goes, "What would you do differently?" I said, "I'd find somebody to run my career. I'm good at what I do on stage, but I'm awful with everything else." And he said, "Why can't you do that?" I go, "Who wants a 40-year-old? Never has been. It's like I had nothing to offer outside of I had an act." So anyways, as luck would have it, I bumped into somebody in Nashville at a management company, and he said something to me that was really profound. He said, "To be as good as you are, and for me to have never heard of you, it had to be one of two things. You either had a drinking problem, or you just alienate a lot of people." And I was right on both counts. So I thought that was prophetic. I thought for him to dig into that after meeting me for 5 minutes. I needed somebody, and it's been a relationship now that's lasted 20 plus years.